How we going, guys? The Lewd Gamer over here. Welcome to my next episode of Is It Worth It? In this episode over here, guys, I'll be showing you the brand new iPad Pro 10.5 inch 2017 version over here. This, of course, is the white and the beautiful gold version. This bad boy is absolutely beautiful, but in this video, I'll be going through all the features, all the new things that are on this iPad, and most importantly, guys, is it worth it? Because these things are pretty expensive to actually pick up, especially for Christmas, in case you guys want to spoil your spouse, your children, and all that good stuff. But of course, guys, in this video, I'll be explaining the 6 most important things for me. The first thing that I want to speak about is the design. The second thing is the specs. The third thing, guys, of course, is the performance and the battery life. The fifth thing, of course, we want to know how good are these cameras on this device. And the sixth thing, is it worth it? But thanks, guys, a lot for watching. Let's dive in and let's get straight to it. The first thing that we actually greeted with, guys, is, of course, this beautiful looking design. As we could tell, guys, the actual bezels on the left and the right have actually been reduced about 40% to allow more screen, because the previous iPads were a bit more thicker. And the top as well has our front-facing camera, which is about 7 megapixels. It also does shoot HD video, which is nice to see as well, which is 1080p. At the bottom, of course, we have our Touch ID, which should be the 3rd generation Touch ID, which is really nice and fast. Of course, it's also gold that actually matches the color of the back gold there. On the right side over here, guys, as we can see, we get our volume up and also our volume down as well. On the bottom over here, of course, we get our charging port, our speaker grills, and also our other speaker grill over here. On the other side over here, guys, we get the port that actually connects to any Apple keyboard or keyboards that do support it, because you're actually able to mount your iPad like this onto the keyboard, and you actually be able to type it on a Bluetooth keyboard. Also on this side over here, guys, we get our sleep and our power wake button, and also some more noise cancellation. On the other side, we get our dual speakers, which actually is really nice to see. So we get them also on the bottom, also on the top, mixed with noise cancellation as well. Looking at the back over here, guys, we get our 12 megapixel camera, which is nice to see, which does support optical image stabilization. And of course, we get our bad boy flash over here. And at the back, of course, we get our beautiful Apple gold logo, looking all pimped out and decked out. And of course, at the bottom, we get the really nice branding of iPad there, which is nice to see. Turning it around, guys, let's just power up this display over here. Look at the colors of this display, guys. It looks really, really nice and vibrant. This is a 224 by 1668 pixels, which is about 264 pixels per inch. So it's a really, really nice sort of vibrant color, as we could see over here. Nice and beautiful and crisp. It's looking very, very gorgeous and very, very warmy. And of course, this does also support the True Tone display as well. So what that basically does, guys, the True Tone display, it sort of adjusts the colors on the iPad depending on the environment that you actually have, which is nice to actually have. So that's a really cool technology to actually have on an iPad. Looking at this display again, guys, this does support HDR content. So any applications like Netflix or certain applications that do support it will actually have a really nice wide color gamut display. And of course, this display actually also does support wide color gamut. So you'll be getting those rich sort of colors, as we could tell from the background, you know. And the thing I also love about this iPad too, guys, it also supports something called ProMotion. What's ProMotion? ProMotion basically improves the display accuracy, and most importantly, it does reduce power consumption. So you'll be getting yourself a full day of battery life using this bad boy, which is about 8 to 9 hours of really intense battery life. So it's good to see that this iPad does support the wide color gamut display, and most importantly, that ProMotion will definitely benefit from it. But of course, guys, this iPad, of course, is much faster than the previous generation. So it has 6-core CPU and a 12-core GPU. So that's about 30% faster than the previous iPad. But in gaming performance, this is 40% faster in graphics. So it's a pretty good sort of improvement from the previous one, you know, from a 30% CPU and a 40% GPU performance. Going back to the performance, guys, I want to show you how snappy this iPad is, because this is a beast of a machine. I think it's even faster than my iPhone 10, to be honest. So, you know, launching applications has no sort of glitch or no sort of lag at all. So I can launch my camera app right over there, nice and fast and quick. And I got heaps of applications running in the background. As you guys could see, I got you know, all these apps running in the background, but no lag at all. But as you can tell, guys, interface is really nice as well on the iPad Pro here. You get all of your controls over here. Let me just zoom in so we can see here. We get our Wi-Fi, our Bluetooth, our airplane mode on, and our mobile data on as well. We also get our music controls here as well. You can also change the brightness of your iPad as well, in case you want it really bright, or if you want it like medium range. We can also change the volume, up and down as well, which is nice to see. Also screen mirroring too, in case you got yourself an Apple TV, which I don't have. Oh, let me just go back. And on top of that too, you could also, lock your iPad orientation, so it actually won't, switch into landscape, or you're able to make that into, your night shift on or off. You can make a timer, but you're also able to customize all of these controls and applications too, which is really nice to see. So Apple gives you a pretty good customization on the iPad, which is nice to see too. So as we can tell, all the applications running in the background. I could go to any one I want. So if I want to go back to YouTube, all I got to just do is tap onto YouTube just like that. But if I want to go onto any other application, instead of me having to always, double tap the home button like this and then go back, there's actually another way of actually doing that, which is nice to see. So for example, if I want to go back to my Safari, all I got to just do is just swipe from the bottom over here and then just tap on Safari just like that. It just opens up and then I'm back in Safari. If I want to go back to YouTube, all I got to just do is swipe from the bottom over here just like that, and then look for YouTube. If YouTube isn't there, I could always just double tap it just like that, and then just scroll back to YouTube just like that as well, which is nice to see. But it also has something called, side-by-side multitasking, which is nice to see, because people have always wanted this feature on iPads, but thankfully it's actually here now. So as you can see over here, guys, I'm in YouTube. So let's say I'm watching this video over here, this ghetto video over here, and let's say, let me just turn down the volume. And let's say I want to go back to my Safari while I'm actually watching this. All I got to do, guys, is just swipe from the bottom just like that. And then as you guys can see, Safari is at the bottom left over there. All I got to just do is just hold on to Safari and then just drag it just like that. And as you can tell, guys, I can actually watch this video while I'm actually browsing on Safari looking for stuff. So if I want this to actually be, half and half, all I got to do, guys, is just hold this down and then just drag this down just like that. And then it will just split half and half. As you guys can see, it's like it's like two-thirds. So all I got to just do is just drag this like that, more to the middle just like that. And then as you guys can see, I can make that smaller, or I can make that half and half, which is nice to see. So you get yourself a really cool feature. You could, watch a video while you're scrolling the net. I could even change websites. So if I want to go on Disney or Apple over there, I could sort of, go on the Apple store and then actually just, browse and see what I actually want. So I could actually just say, all right, cool. Let's say I want to buy myself an iPhone 10 over here while I'm actually watching a show. So I'll just turn on the volume. So I'm watching a show while I'm browsing the net, which is pretty cool. If I want to buy myself an iPhone, I could just buy myself an iPhone right now, just like that, while I'm actually browsing the web. So a really, really neat feature to actually have on an iPad, split multitasking. And if I want to just close it, I could just close it just like that. And then if I actually I double tap my home screen, as you guys could tell, it's actually still showing those two applications over there, which is pretty neat. So I really, really love this application, guys. It's really nice to see. So a really nice neat feature from Apple to actually have split multitasking. But let's now see the camera, guys, and see how the back rear camera actually does, how it shoots video in low light and also highlight, and most importantly, how the video content is as well. So I'll show you guys the front-facing camera and also the back camera too. Here I am, guys. I bought my wife a beautiful bouquet of flowers. It was our second year anniversary, and I thought I'd just spoil her a bit. But I want to show you guys the detail in the flowers. This, of course, is shot in 1080p. I want to just zoom in so you guys could see the detail in the flowers. As we can tell, guys, it's pretty nice detail to actually see on an iPad. This obviously has a 12 megapixel camera, which is nice to see. So let me just go onto this teddy bear over here, and I want you guys to actually see the detail when I actually zoom in of the actual hairs on the teddy and that foot as well. So it's good to see that this iPad does a good job, especially in low light sort of situations over here. So what I want to do now is I want to just zoom into these flowers over here. Sorry, these leaves instead, so we can actually see that fine detail. I'll just zoom out and let's have a look at this balloon over here and see how it will actually cope with light behind it. I think it does a pretty decent job over here. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the video on the iPad Pro. I reckon that's pretty darn good. Now let's go into a highlight sort of situation and see how it actually tackles light outside. Guys, outside in the pure light, and I want to see how this actually captures this sort of detail on this cup over here. So you can see it's doing a pretty good job over here. It's putting in all the colors and accuracy, because of course this actually has the same camera as the iPhone 7, which is nice to see. Pretty decent job in full light. Let me just, you know, walk on my balcony over here and maybe go and look at some leaves. Let me look at this lock over here. This is also in low light. I want to see how it's actually able to adjust. Pretty good. Tap to focus. Now let me just go down over here and let's just see how it'll actually do. Let me move out the way there. Let's see if it'll be able to focus nicely, which it does. Pretty decent job in full light, guys. Let's go back to this cup over here. What do you guys think of the light sort of situation? I think it's pretty good, especially on an iPad, because it does support optical image stabilization. Pretty well done. I think I really like it. I'm using the front-facing camera, and I'm in a very dark room right now, and it's really trapping the light really well. You know, this is of course 1080p video, which is good to see. Decent video. As you can tell, the light is at the back of me, and the blind's actually shut. So it's good to see that's actually able to track good sort of light situations, especially from the front-facing camera. I am seeing a bit of fuzziness in this video. I don't know whether you guys will probably be able to see it. And obviously at my back is heaps of light. But let me just move the camera in a different sort of angle over here and have a look and see whether it'll be able to track my face really well. And I reckon it's doing a pretty good job, this front-facing camera. Of course, guys, this is a 7-megapixel camera, so you know it's pretty good to see that Apple did improve it from the previous iPad. But what do you guys think? Because I really think these cameras on this device are pretty decent to see. As you can tell, it's doing the white balance really well behind me, and even, you know, my shelf over there, that really nice detail done too. So I'd say these cameras are pretty decent for an iPad. Next thing that I want to show you guys is, most importantly, the speakers. How loud are these bad boys? You know, is it a really good sort of speakers on this device? So let me just, you know, boot up a really nice YouTube video over here and see how well these speakers could actually do. And let's have a look over here. Let me just close this down and let me just play this video at max.
So what is the biggest source of conflict between you and Erica?
Well, the biggest conflict that we have is, okay, I raised her by myself, right? And I wasn't the best dad. I was on crack cocaine for 17 years. I'm clean now. I got like 10 years clean now.
How many? Hang on.
I got about like 10.
As we can tell, guys, these actually have dual speakers, one at the bottom, sorry, two at the bottom, and then also one on top. So it's very nice and clear. Let me just change this video up and maybe just find one of my videos with music on it. Let's just tap over here. There we go, and see exactly how it actually does. Let me just tap on me face over there. Let me just find a good video.
We're going next level, baby.
Because, you know, I want to see how this actually does perform with really loud music. And I had one video that had heaps of music in it. But if you guys aren't subscribed already, please do subscribe, because your boy wants to bring you guys good content. Just tap on this over here, guys. My Wolfenstein video.
Introducing Hyundai Kona.
All right. Let me know what you guys think. Maximum volume.
I swear I fell in love with the ghost boy. I know 'cause I just see him when we under the sheet. I wish the sky could turn back to black now. Can't wait another day.
I think these speakers are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Nice and nice and vibrant, you know, no distortion in the sound at all. These are beautiful speakers, probably the best speakers I've ever heard on any tablet device, hands down. So over here, guys, I want to show you gaming quickly on this iPad Pro 10.5. As we can tell, it looks absolutely gorgeous. The same as the iPhone 10, but of course a bigger screen is obviously better to see, especially on this kind of device. So what I'll do is I'll just, you know, use an ELF, and I want to really change my my sort of play style. I think I'll just remain a cleric. So I'll just create character. I'll name him the Loot. And then I'll just say okay. But I want to show you guys how nice this iPad is in gaming, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. You cannot have any spaces. Okay. I just call myself Loot. Okay, create character. Let's just play this bad boy over here. But man, look how gorgeous this looks on the screen. It looks absolutely wonderful. You know, obviously gaming on the iPad Pro would be more advantageous than on the iPhone because of a bigger screen and easier to actually maneuver around as well.
Welcome. Is this your first time on Talking?
As you can tell, the UI is much easier to actually use. I'm always able to just, you know, use that as my move. So I tap here to accept the quest.
What brings you here?
As you guys can see, it looks absolutely gorgeous, guys. Like, I would actually prefer to play it on my iPad compared to my phone. Let me just pop the music so you guys can hear how much of a beast this is. Absolutely gorgeous, except quest.
Talking Island is always bustling with people. You'll fit right in with the other rookies. You all have overwhelmed looks on your faces. Work together to bring peace to the land.
Of course. Skip.
I will always be here to lend you my full support.
The automated quest stops once the quest is complete. It's time for war.
Let me fast forward this. Accept quest. Let me just remove auto questing. Let me just move around. So you can tell, guys, it's pretty cool. Been able to move around. And let me just zoom in so we can see it more. But the graphics looks absolutely beautiful. Buttons are very responsive. So that's also gaming on the iPad Pro 10.5 inch. Let me know what you guys really think of that, but I absolutely love gaming on this bad boy. It's really nice, big screen, vibrant colors, wide color gamut, really high display as well. But let me know what you guys think. Battery life, guys, on this device is just sensational. Like, I started this video on about 94% battery life, and I've been shooting this video for about 40 to 45 minutes, and I'm sitting right now on 89%. So I've lost 5% in about 45 minutes, which is beautiful to actually see, guys. So the battery life on this bad boy will last you, as I said before, guys, a full day easy, 8 to 9, even 10 hours easy. If you guys are doing really hardcore tasks like gaming, of course, it'll deplete maybe about 4 hours, but much better than, of course, than something like an iPhone 10 or any iPhone exactly. But battery life on this bad boy has been very, very solid. I'll just show you guys in my settings on how my battery has actually been going lately, because this is an absolute power killer. But of course, guys, I had to reset my iPad, so I actually want to show my usage or my standby. But usually I'm on YouTube a lot on this iPad, 50% of the time, and you know, my battery lasts like really, really long, which is good to see. So of course, if you guys are using your LTE, of course, your battery will deplete faster because it's using your networks, but Wi-Fi has been beautiful. You know, you get about 10 to 12 hours of Wi-Fi usage on this iPad, which is good to see. But it's really, really solid battery life, guys. So don't think that you guys can't last a day with this without charging it. You guys can last easy. If you guys start work at 7 and you finish at 7, you'll still have about 20 to 30%, depending on how much you're using your iPad. If you're using it the whole day long, you'll be perfectly fine. So guys, the golden question is it worth it? And how much was this beast of a device? This cost me $7.99 in the Apple Store. This is the 64 gig Wi-Fi version over here. So, you know, my wife never ever uses, you know, LTE. She has an iPhone 10 as well. So she always just uses her wireless hotspot. So she didn't need the LTE version. If you guys want to get the LTE version, that'll be about $1,000, which is very, very expensive in Australia. So, you know, that's definitely not an option, especially if you guys are on a budget. But is it worth it? Should you guys actually buy this device? The question is, guys, do you guys like tablets. If you guys are tablet fans, I would definitely say this is the best looking tablet ever. Of course, this is a 10.5 inch iPad. There is always a 12.9 inch one, which is humongous. It's like a little bit bigger than this one. If you guys want something really big, thin, fast, that shoots really good video, that has no lag at all, that is very good for office work as well, I would definitely advise to get this because, you know, the camera is brilliant, guys. As you guys saw the photos earlier, the web browsing experience is phenomenal too. The richness of text and even the way the colors actually look like on this iPad are really, really well done too. So thumbs up for me, definitely. If I haven't this, I would definitely say it's the best tablet device on the market thus far, hands down. No other tablet that I think is better. Of course, the Surface Book Pro is a nice sort of tablet too, but for me, if you want something that's very, number one, easy to use, number two, shoots good camera, number three, can play really great games on the Apple ecosystem, I would definitely recommend getting this bad boy. Definitely worth it for me. So is it worth it, guys? Hell yeah, it's worth it. But if you guys really enjoyed this video, guys, please give me a thumbs up because I'll be showing you guys more hardware up in January. But I really hope you guys have a good Christmas and God bless you.